It started with the late-night team events. At first, I thought it was just work stuff, occasional dinners, networking celebrations. She'd come home late, tired, sometimes tipsy, always apologetic. "Sorry, the meeting ran long," she'd say, brushing past me, her smile tired but warm. I believed her. I wanted to believe her. But the unease grew. The texts she deleted before I could see them. The phone vibrating on silent in her purse. The little lies. "I'll be home soon," that stretched into hours. At first, I blamed myself, asking if I was being paranoid. Was I insecure? Too controlling? Was love supposed to feel this heavy with suspicion? One night, I stayed up while she was out, my anxiety gnawing at me. I didn't want to, but curiosity overtook me. Her phone, left unlocked on the kitchen counter, glowed like a warning. I stared at it, hands trembling. There it was. Messages with one of her male colleagues, joking, flirting, making plans that were never team events. My chest tightened, nausea rising. My heart raced as the truth began to seep in. I confronted myself first. I told myself I was imagining things, that these were harmless interactions, that love, after all these years, couldn't be so fragile. But each small memory, dinners she said were delayed because of work, the extra care she took with her appearance before leaving, now felt like breadcrumbs leading somewhere I wasn't ready to go. Then came the confession. She walked in late that night, the smell of perfume heavier than usual. Her eyes, usually warm, avoided mine. She sat across from me at the kitchen table, hands clasped, and finally said the words I had been dreading. "Wasim, I haven't been honest. The late nights, they weren't all work. I've been seeing someone else." The room went cold. The words hung in the air like smoke, suffocating and real. I couldn't breathe. I wanted to shout, to throw something, to run. But I stayed rooted, listening as my world fractured. She spoke, her voice soft, almost trembling. "I never meant for it to happen. It started months ago, one thing led to another. I lied because I was ashamed, because I didn't want to hurt you." I wanted to scream at her, to demand why, how, when, but the words wouldn't come. Instead, memories I had cherished now cut like knives. The nights we stayed in, the laughter we shared, the small gestures of love, they all felt tainted, shadows of something false. For days, I walked through our home as if it were unfamiliar. Every picture, every shared memento was a reminder of betrayal. I questioned myself constantly. Did I miss signs? Was I not enough? Could I have prevented this? And deep down, I knew the truth. Love alone couldn't shield me from deception. We talked again. Hours of quiet, painful honesty. She confessed fully, not as an excuse but as a reckoning. I listened, torn between fury and lingering affection. She loved me in her way, but her choices had betrayed the foundation of our marriage. I loved her too, but love couldn't erase the betrayal, couldn't unmake the months of lies. The turning point came the next morning. I realized I had a choice, to cling to what was familiar and broken, or to reclaim myself. I couldn't stay in the shadows of someone else's mistakes. I couldn't continue loving blindly when trust had been fractured. I told her calmly, "I need space. I need to rebuild myself before I can even consider us." Her eyes welled with tears, guilt etched across her face. "I understand," she whispered. And that was it. No shouting, no dramatic gestures. Just the quiet acknowledgement that love and betrayal can coexist, but that surviving betrayal requires more than passion. It demands self-respect and clarity. Months have passed since that night. I've learned to walk through my home without flinching at memories, to remember love without bitterness, to cherish the lessons rather than the pain. Trust, once broken, is difficult to repair, but so is the self we risk losing when we stay in denial. I don't know if we'll reconcile fully. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. But I know now that heartbreak doesn't define the end of a story. It defines the beginning of understanding who we are and what we deserve. Even in betrayal, there is clarity. Even in heartbreak, there is strength. And even in loss, there is the chance to rebuild a life grounded in truth, honesty, and self-respect.